So sorry, man. This is insane. So your son now, are you worried that he's not being taken care of?
So basically, after that, yeah, she ends up with him, and then I go to court. They throw everything out because she files a false temporary restraining order. But they slap me with $6,000 a month of child support.
Oh my
And then
God.
they take my house from me and put her in the house.
No.
And
Yes.
you were married illegally at the time.
Yes.
Marriage is scary.
Yeah, marriage is extremely
I tell
scary.
any guy out there, don't do it.
Wow, it's that scary.
It is. It's that bad.
And you're saying-
there's
I mean, obviously, look what happened to
zero
you.
sum
This is
benefit
insane.
for a man.
So you're saying right now you're in a relationship which is essentially a marriage, but not legally,
Correct.
because you don't want to be subject to the same anti-man laws.
Yeah, I mean, the anti-man laws right now, they're like I said, everything's against the man. There's no benefit for getting married. That's why Andrew Tate is so popular now, right? Like, I mean, that's all truth. I mean,
You should be the Asian Andrew Tate. What if Barrage
Dude.
became a fucking like? Listen, everybody, I was shot 9 times, but I did not let the bitch get me down.
Dude, he is.
Now I'm in a-
Oh, you know what?
He is. That's what he is,
so
bro.
Danny,
That's who he is.
So on YouTube Inside Edition, they did a expose of me, and there's probably like 11,000 comments. Pretty savage. They're all about Asian 50 cent, 50 yen.
Really?
Yeah, and the shit they're talking about her. Like,
That's great, bro.
It's probably my favorite.
You're the man, dude.
video, but. The reality is, it's a dangerous world now for a man to get married. I mean, you have so much to lose, and I love my kids, but if I could go back in time, I wouldn't have any kids.
Wow.
To be honest.
Why?
Why? Because the amount of power the courts have over you with a child is crazy. I mean, they could take your kid away with you with just saying somebody says, "Oh, you hurt him."
But they haven't taken your kid away.
They did. They took him away.
For how long?
He was out of my sight for about a year and a half.
Oh man.
And I had to flee the state. I was actually homeless at one point because they strapped me with so much child support, with court fees and everything. I couldn't keep up.
Were you
And they're-
sucking dick for soup?
Well, they're going to throw me in jail. So I went back to Vegas, and that's the woman I'm with now. She helped me get on my feet in the meantime.
See, you're a fucking pimp. You know what I've been trying to tell there's a revolving door of guys that just come in here and then they become homeless and they go back out and they come in and then they're homeless. And I go, shack up with a bitch. And guess what you did? See, Baron, you got a big dick, dude. You're the man.
Well,
you just shacked up with a bitch.
I didn't necessarily just shacked up. I mean, she went down there. She supported. I got a weekly down there for a little while, and then we ended up moving in and getting an apartment together. I mean, I pulled my weight. It wasn't like
No, of course. I know.
I'm not that guy.
No, of course. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
you were just like living on her couch, really dicking her down every time she came home. But all I'm saying is, you could be that guy.
Well, she was there for
You
great
could.
emotional support. Because I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for her, I would have been the guy. I would have been the
He's
guy.
the Asian Andrew Tate.
He is, bro.
I would have been the guy pulling the trigger on her. Literally, I was at that point where I was like, I'm fucking going to knock on her fucking door and just put 2 between her eyes, right?
Damn, because she had hurt you.
Yeah,
so
she hurt
much,
me,
yeah.
and then she had my kid, and she was hurting my kid, and I couldn't do nothing about it because
It's the most
the
evil
state was just-
situation,
yeah.
bro. Oh my god.
Austin's gonna cut a highlight reel of you to make you look like the Asian Andrew Tate. Can you say it right now? Can you say it right now into the camera? Fuck a bitch. A chiga is trying to get rich.
No. Let's give him some more Baron Lee shit, dude.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it should be you are what is your ethnicity? Well,
I'm
Hawaiian.
actually
You're Hawaiian.
half
You're
Filipino,
born-
half Chinese.
But you're not
half
Thai at
Filipino,
all?
half Chinese.
born in Thailand,
Okay.
raised in Hawaii.
Nice.
All right, I like you
So you did say you said he was Chinese at some point.
And then I called him a chiga too.
Yeah.
Or I wanted him to announce himself as a chiga. I think that's marketable.
What rapper guy gave his name Rich Chiga, so like, it's free for the taking.
Damn, dude. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, the internet already dubbed me either the Asian 50 cent or 50 yen.
Well, how about you say like an old school line like bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks into the camera. We would really love that.
Let's hit one.
But bitches ain't shit,
But hoes and tricks.
but hoes and
No.
tricks.
Say the
Oh.
whole thing.
Yeah,
On
you
your
gotta
own.
say it right into the camera.
Bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks.
That's right, baby.
Now say Man, cash money riches, hoe slut bitches.
He should reference his big dick at some point.
Wait, no, that's how you have to do it. He's got to go, man, as if he's responding to something we said that was childish, and then he's got to say cash money riches, hoe slut bitches.
I absolutely love that. You think you could do that? Baron, you are going to get so many followers from the Leo and Danny show. I guarantee you if you do these stupid things. But
so an exasperated man, cash money riches, hoe slut bitches. Right into the camera.
Let's do it, baby.
Man, cash money riches. Wait.
Hoes, sluts, bitches.
Man, cash money riches. Hoes, sluts, bitches.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. So how did you, we're going to get to the assassination, but how do you get out from underneath $6,000 a month in child support?
So I ended up going to Vegas, and I tried to get a job down there, and they were like, fucking strapping 50% of my income. So I said, fuck this shit, and I'm not going to do that. So first I started doing Uber because they weren't, taxing that shit, right? You could make money on the table.
Right.
And then I started doing financial services.
Okay.
Because it's a 1099.
What's a 1099?
What's financial services?
Selling people insurance, selling people security, stuff like that, because I could get myself licensed and not have to get a W-2. It was basically a 1099 employee. I get paid off my commissions and stuff, but I don't, they're not.
Are you working for one of those shady little shops in those old office parks?
Any type of insurance companies can do it. I mean, you can do it at insurance company.
How are you doing it, though? Who were you working for when you were doing that?
I don't want to say the company name.
Because it's really shady.
It's not shady. It's just that based on what I do, I don't want to misrepresent their products.
All right. Yeah, it's not shady at all. But
no, it's not shady. I mean, I use their products as well. I mean, I sell IULs.
Just regular insurance, bro. You don't have a fucking insurance, Danny?
Dude, he was selling securities tax-free in Vegas.
You know what, dude?
It's not tax-free. I still pay taxes on it. It wasn't getting garnished from child support. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you're a W-2 employee, they can go and garnish your checks for 50%, up to 50% of your income. So it's tough to make even if you make a living, how are you going to pay your shit, right?
Okay.
And so I stacked my money and I waited because I knew eventually that CPS was going to take my son away from her because she's an incompetent mother, incompetent.
So they literally, they were they visiting her though?
To the best of my knowledge, that's what they said they were doing.
Okay.
But a year and a half later, they ended up finding my son almost dead. He was barely breathing, and they rushed him to a hospital.
Oh, my God.
Did some investigations, and they put him in a foster home. So I flew back up to Washington to fight for him with a bench warrant on my head. I went in front of the judge and said, putting me in jail isn't going to help. Give me an opportunity. Give me a child support that's normal, not ridiculous, like $6,000
Why was it so high?
Because fucking Washington is fucked up.
But you were also probably making some good money at the time.
But not enough to cover that.
Right.
They're taking 90% of my income.
Oh my God.
So I mean that's not I mean they weren't taking it because they couldn't. I didn't have that much, right? But my point being is that once I got back, they reduced it down to $800, which is what it should have been in the first place.
Right.
With $800, and I had to pay $300 a month in back support, so $1,100 a month. Mm-hmm. That's manageable, you know. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're making $6,000 a month, and they tell you pay $6,000, can you do that? Even if you're making $10,000 a month, and they tell you pay $6,000 a month,
that's insane.
It's insane. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, you have to be basically very wealthy to be able to afford that.
Yeah,
and even if you're,
I have, so you know, I would say I make well over six figures a month. A year. I'm sure I shouldn't say a month. A year.
I'm going to fucking shoot him again, try to steal some money.
Sorry, I make well over six figures a year.
Yeah.
But I had a boss that made double what I made with two kids, and he only paid $1,200 a month. I was paying $6,000. So it was totally fucking skewed.
Are you still in Washington?
Am I still? Yes. Yeah. I just moved to a new place. Actually, when I fly back, I have to move a lot of stuff. In the process of moving again.